the ending gets trashed a lot as well in the reviews, and I don't understand it. I think it's a great ending. So what basically happens is that Riley was abducted by this cult to be forced to carry pregnancies to term. The resulting child is a demon child. This is the one part where I thought it actually was kind of interesting, because Mia is tricked into believing that she's rescuing Riley and the child, but Riley tries to kill the child at the first opportunity she gets because she knows what it is. She falls out of the window and is killed by the hellhounds. And then Mia ends up stuck with the child. She knows what it is, but she has proven that she won't harm it because she is too compassionate. And then the demon puts the hand on her shoulder, and then it fades to black. And that is a cool ending. I felt really good about the last couple of minutes. But in order to get there, we had to wade through a bunch of cliche nonsense.
I didn't understand what the demon's purpose was. A lot of the times, whenever you see demons, they tell you what the intention of the demon is going to be. And so I was thinking to myself, okay, so if this baby survives, what is the baby going to do? That's so evil.
One of the things that demons want is to get into our world. And the demon child in a lot of stories is the way of getting into our reality. By killing everybody, including Riley and the cult and anybody who could potentially be a threat to the child, Mia is a prisoner in her own home, having to care for her nephew, who she knows is a demon. That is all very sinister, and it feels kind of inevitable, and it feels like she tried to fight back against the evil and she lost. And I think that is a much more interesting ending than them defeating the demon in the end. I would much prefer it if the rest of the movie had been like this intricate machinery in which the demon kind of sets a trap for Mia and gets her to exactly to that point. And where in hindsight, you can say, okay, everything the demon does is like one step that Mia takes towards her own doom. And that would give it like a tragic aspect at like on a rewatch, for instance, which I don't think this holds up in rewatch at all, which is a big problem with it. But just the basic idea of it, on which the movie ends, I think is really interesting, really compelling, which puts it like in a category with like a Smile 2 and Incantation, like all of these movies where, like Ring as well, like the Japanese version, that also ends with the mom giving in to evil in order to save her son. Right? It's similar, right? Like this, like Ring, the original Ring does not end with the hero winning. It ends up with the hero capitulating and collaborating with the evil. So there's like this entire genre or category of horror movies in which the evil wins, and the way you survive it is by working for it in the end. And I think I'm glad there's another movie that did this. I just wish the entire movie held together in a way that made this satisfying, like it does in Ring or in Incantation, for instance, right? So I think if you kind of like the idea of this, just watch those movies, because that does a similar things just so much better.